It all began with a question, with the question: what is life? And what is substance? How do things hang together? And what about human beings? Their responsibilities? Wala Heilmittel GmbH, owned by the Wala Foundation, is a medium-sized company located in southern Germany at the edge of the Swabian Mountains, not far from Stuttgart. Wala Medicines, Dr. Hauschka skincare products and Dr. Hauschka Med health and hygiene products are exported to more than 30 countries. Supreme quality, traditional manufacturing processes with a commitment to nature, and state-of-the-art production facilities are important keys to Wala's success. The company was founded in the 1930s by Dr. Rudolf Hauschka, who devoted his life's work as a chemist to the investigation and exploration of the questions mentioned at the beginning of this film. Study rhythms. Rhythm carries life. This was the answer which Rudolf Hauschka received from Rudolf Steiner, the founder of anthroposophy, in response to the question, what is life? It formed the guiding principle for his further work, and as living tradition, it is still the principle on which the company's manufacturing processes are based today. In 1929, in the so-called Rose experiment, Rudolf Hauschka succeeded for the first time in producing a water-based plant extract which did not deteriorate. At the instigation of Dr. Ita Wegmann, a physician working together with Rudolf Steiner, he searched for a way of releasing and preserving the healing powers of a plant without the addition of alcohol. An important point in pediatric medicine, for example. The solution: rhythmization. The idea underlying the rhythmic processes is surprising, but obvious when you think about it. Every plant, every living thing is exposed to rhythms, the influence of polarities. For example, light and darkness, warmth and cold, rest and movement. When the harvested plant, after being chopped and mixed with water, undergoes a process of rhythmization, that is, of dynamic exposure to the polarities which have determined its life and strength, then something quite amazing happens. The extract, to which a little ash from the plant residues is added at the end of the process, remains stable for years. And the plant has released its healing powers. The resulting mother tinctures, or the similarly produced essences and oily extracts in the cosmetics sector, are now ready for further processing. For many Wala medicines, the mother tinctures are potentized according to homeopathic principles, that is, diluted step by step with water and shaken. With increasing potentization, the healing powers change. Later, when it comes to treatment, the doctor chooses the remedy with the appropriate potency depending on the patient's medical condition and personality. Exact potentization is therefore one of the most important phases in the production of the medicines. but the quality of all Vala preparations goes back much further than this. Vala's medicinal herb garden is the major supplier of the natural raw materials. No chemical or synthetic fertilizers or pesticides are used here. The garden is certified for biodynamic cultivation. In addition to many other insects, the garden has its own bee colonies. As an important part of the ecological cycle, providing them with a natural environment is something Vala considers very important. As is the fact that practically all the seed material is obtained from the garden, and that all young plants are raised here. The potting soil and all composts also come from the garden. The closed cycle as elementary prerequisite for healthy growth and vitality. Times of day and seasons, weather conditions, plant growth, the rhythms of nature determine the activities in the garden. All work with the medicinal herbs is performed carefully by hand. Knowledge and experience guarantee that the plants are harvested at the optimal time, when their strength is at the height of its development. In the garden and the places where wild plants are gathered. Plants required in large amounts for cosmetics manufacture are either cultivated by Vala on its own land or purchased from certified suppliers with whom the company has worked for many years. Vala also initiates and operates biodynamic farming projects abroad, often providing the farmers there with a new perspective. Harvesting in the Vala garden is done in the early hours of the morning. This is the best time, as the plants are fresh and strong. Then the plants are taken straight to the plant laboratory for further processing. Here the harvest